Hello, everybody. I hope you can see me. How is everybody out there? We appreciate everyone who tuned in today for our Ask the Council live stream, and we are about to get started right now. So, we want to appreciate you guys for tuning in. And today's episode is boys versus girls, and we're going to talk about a very controversial topic today. We're going to talk about love and what really love is. So before we start, I would like our panelists that are here today to introduce themselves. And first up, we have Damar. So Damar, go ahead and tell everyone who you are.
Is my mic working? I'm experiencing extreme lag right now. All right, Yvette. Hello, everybody. My name's Damar. My friends call me D. That's D with 2 E's. And I am here on the male's side, the masculine side, on the topic of love, and I will assist you all in this adventure we are about to embark in on the topic of one of the most fundamental emotions and ideas and feelings of our society today. I thank you for tuning.
All right, there you guys have it. That's D, you guys. And also next up, we have our head video editor here who is going to introduce herself in case you don't know her already. Jalen, go ahead and tell everyone who you are.
Hey everybody, I'm Jalen. I'm in the 10th grade, and I'm the head editor of Ask the Council. So all the videos that you have seen this year on Ask the Council were edited by me, and with the help of Tony, I coordinated this. So yeah, I'm really excited to talk about this topic.
Thank you, Jalen. And next up, we have Rizzy, also known as Charisma. How are you doing, Rizzy? And could you introduce yourself to everybody?
So I'm just joining. This is my first Ask the Council video that I'm doing with everybody. So I'm just joining here, and I hope y'all like it and our views and opinions. I'm the Human Resources Director of the City Council.
All right, and I think we lost one of our panelists. His name is Kyle, and we will get to him as soon as he logs in. I just wanted to introduce myself and say that I'm Tony, and I'll be your host today while we're having this discussion, and hopefully you guys can see me all right. I don't have really good lighting, but we're going to go ahead and get started anyway. And we have a couple of questions that we're going to ask these panelists today. Oh, we do have Kyle here. So Kyle, while you're in here, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone before we get started? We will come back to Kyle in a few moments, you all. And we're going to go ahead and get started with our first question. So if we're going to talk about love, it makes sense that we at least know what love is, right? So really quickly, I want to ask Damar, what is love? What is it?
According to as I always like to call it.
Hello everyone, I'm Kyle. I'm just on the panel. It's my first time and everything. I will be helping my brother D out on the man side with the topic of love. Brother D.
Yes. Thank you, Brother Kyle. Thank you. I really appreciate your support. But according to the dictionary in the book, it defines love as, one may call it, an idea or an expression of extreme care and support for another person or thing. It depends, and love, I would say, has different degrees depending on the person, the relationship with said person and or thing, or I think that's about it. Yeah, that's so according to the D dictionary, that's my definition of love. Thank you, Brother Kyle, once again.
Woo-hoo! Oh, okay. According to the D dictionary, love can be different. So in other words, you're saying that the love you have for someone else may not be the exact same for another person, right? It differs per person or thing, right? It looks like everyone's saying that he pretty much covered it all. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next question. And our next question is, can you love your parents as much as you love your boyfriend or girlfriend? I'm going to repeat that again. Can you love your parents as much as you love your girlfriend or boyfriend? So are you going to love your parents more or less, or how does that work? I see Jalen wants to go ahead and answer that question.
Okay, so I don't think you could love your boyfriend or girlfriend more than you love your parents, because you've only been with your boyfriend probably in high school, at least. You probably only been with your boyfriend maybe 2-3 years, if even that. But your parents have been there for you, since birth. So like when they've always been there for you, and they're always going to be there for you. A boyfriend and a girlfriend can wait.
I don't see any disagreements. Oh, but it looks like we have some people in our live stream saying that they would disagree. Ooh, I want to see what you guys mean. Type it in the chat, and we'll get back to that. But meanwhile, we're going to go on to our next question. So here's a scenario. We're asking you how you would handle the situation. So what do you do if your boyfriend, girlfriend, or your best friend starts treating you differently? Let's say you notice that they're not talking to you as much as they used to, or they're not treating you the same, and it seems like things are different between you guys. And maybe you notice that things are going wrong. Can you still love them, or is that love going to go away? Can you ever stop loving someone? Come on, I need to know how to handle this situation. So which one of our panelists wants to give an answer to that?
All right, so I'm going to just jump on the mic here. So when they start treating you wrong and stuff, then you shouldn't even be dealing with them. Like if they're not going to be respecting you the same way as y'all first met, and if they're going to, change their actions, then second change. Later on, see how everything is going. And if, it's still the same thing and you're still not happy with the relationship, then that's when you can just stop everything.
So when you say stop everything, do you mean like you don't love them anymore? It's like you cut all ties, you're done with them, you're never going to talk to them again? Or like, how much is too much?
Well, for my opinion, as you first did, or not as much as you like someone, but you can still love them as someone you just care about. But if they keep doing it, and if it's just getting lower your levels of the love.
Okay, I heard the word love and like. I heard both of those words. So Rizzy, so you're saying if the person keeps treating you the way you don't want to be treated, your love turns into like? Oh, okay. Okay. So basically what she's saying is you may not love them anymore, but you may like them. Okay, Jalen, I think you're looking like you want to say something about that.
Okay, I agree with that. At the same time, I don't agree with that, because what Rizzy said, your love will turn into light. But I disagree with that, because in the Bible, like, I don't want to get too religious, but in the Bible, and it says you're supposed to always love somebody no matter how they treat you. So I don't think your love can turn into light, because you're always supposed to love somebody. But you might lose interest in that person, but you should always love that person.
Okay. So let me twist this question a little bit. So what if, let's say, your best friend, let's say we're talking about best friend relationship, and your best friend backstabs you. They tell all your business, they put it all out on the internet, telling lies on you. So are you gonna love them the same? you're saying you can still love them, but are you saying, is that love gonna remain the same, or is it like different levels to love? Like how much can people do to you and you still love them? Are you saying it's just no limit at all? You're gonna love them, they could kill you and you're still gonna love them?
I think there's different levels of loves. Like as far as like, you know, as the last question, like you can love your parent, like your parents are on a different level than your friend or your boyfriend. Like your family is on a different level than your friend or your boyfriend. So I think there's different levels of love.
Okay, I see some people are agreeing with you in our chat. I'm looking at what people are saying, and they have some really good comments. So you guys, if you're watching us and you're not checking out the chat right now, you need to be, because it's on fire right over here. Okay. Looks like we lost Damar, but some technical difficulties, but he'll be joining us back again. So we also have this other question. I think we've actually answered some of our other questions in that question. But we do have a couple of quick questions for some of our girls and for our guys. Kyle, are you still in the hangout? I don't know if he's still in here. Oh, okay, we lost him too. So we'll go ahead and do the quick questions for the girls. So question, Jalen and Rizzy, could you date a guy if they don't have a car?
No, because I need somebody to drive me around, and when he asks me on dates, he needs to be able to pick me up.
Exactly what Jalen said. You wouldn't want somebody who's going to be walking around all the time and bumming off of other people trying to get other rides. That's just no.
Say what?
What? So you guys are saying that you need someone to pick you up. So are you saying that you can't go pick them up if you can drive?
I mean, okay, it should be mutual. The girl needs to have a car, and the boy needs to have a car. But I think it's more important if the boy has the car, because like he's gonna be the one asking the girl on dates the most, so he needs to be able to drive. And I think it looks better if the boy has the car and not the girl. You guys know what I'm saying.
Oh, wow. Okay. So did you guys hear that out there? She said that the guy is going to be asking the girl out on the dates the most. Okay, so I think that's an expectation. All right, here's another quick question. It looks like we have two quick questions for our guys. And Damar, I know he got booted out for technical issues in his battery power on his laptop. But so I'm going to ask some of the guys out there watching this. Would you date a girl if she's smarter than you? Or if you guys have already started working, holding jobs, would you date a girl who makes more money than you? Let's see if they say what they say out here. Would you date a girl who is smarter than you? Or if you guys are working at working age, would you date a girl who makes more money than you? Okay, I see a yes. Okay. Oh, I see it. It depends. So, what does it depend on? I see, as long as you're not dragging them down. Oh, so what does it mean to drag them down? You guys got to give me more. I want to know. You got to make it crystal clear. Okay, I see not bragging. All right, I'm going to wait for some of those answers to come in the chat, but I'm going to go ahead and ask our final quick question. And this can be for girls and for guys. So, and this is more so relationship, boy-girl relationship questions. We've had some questions about friendships and family, but this question says, is it okay for a girl to pay for a date? So is it okay, or is there something wrong with that? Is it something we just expect the guys to pay all the time? I need to know. So does anyone want to answer that right now on the video?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and solve. Honestly, like I said, I think it should be a mutual, you know, maybe the guy pays for the first date and the girl pays for the second date. Like I had a talk about about this with my mom, and she also agreed with this, because I mean, the boy shouldn't have to pay for every single thing. Like, if you're in a relationship, it should be mutual. Like, you should go half and half. So that's what I think. I don't know if you all agree with me, but you know, type in the chat what you guys think.
Oh, Damar is back. Can we give a round of applause? Damar figured out his issue. We got our panelists. And Kyle is back. Where were y'all? Were you guys out somewhere talking and kind of conspiring against the girls? Because you guys came back at the exact same time. There was something wrong with that. Y'all must have been getting your answers together. There's something wrong. Y'all popped in exactly at the same time. Okay, see how they are? See? They're not going to even answer me. They're just going to look down at their keyboard. So I'm going to go ahead and put them on the spot. And we're going to ask them that question I was asking the guys in the chat box. So guys, would you date a girl who is smarter than you? Or if you're at the working age where you guys have jobs, would you date a girl who makes more money than you?
Oh, this question was directed.
I'll wait.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I had technical difficulties. Please don't ask. All right. The question is, if a girl that I'm dating is making more money than me, would I like that? Or is smarter? Me personally, to me, a girl can, what's the word? Go into her ambitions. If she wants to be a doctor, she can be a doctor. That's the way I believe. But as far as if I'm like living with her, she's my wife or something, as far as being at home is concerned, for me, as long as I make sure, like, pretty much my work is paying all the bills, putting food on the table and such, as long as I do that, like any money that she makes is pretty much extra money. We can put that to like buying a house or going on vacation or something. But for me, I'm supposed to make sure that any money that I bring in is for the family and to ensure the survival of said family.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Oh, I get it. So the money you make is what provides for said family. I got it. Okay, so in other words, you're not comfortable with the girl being the breadwinner, right?
Yeah. Because then I feel like, why am I there then?
Say what?
Like, well, it just I lose my. For me, I just lose my sense of usefulness. So if that happens, I gonna go soul searching or something. So.
Oh, I get it. So you feel like if you're in like a relationship with a girl, your only purpose is to bring money. Okay. If you don't have any other purpose otherwise.
My role, to me, is to provide. I can, as well as I can make money out there, I can wash the dishes and change the baby as well as anyone else. But my primary objective when I go out there is to make money and make sure that my family has food in their tummy tums. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, I'm going to give a round of applause. I forgot how to do the applause button on Hangouts because there is an applause key. I just don't remember how to press it. So hopefully you guys are clapping out there that are watching. At least we got some different opinions because the guys in the chat, they disagree with you if you scroll up. They're kind of disagreeing. But I want to hear from Kyle because we haven't gotten a chance to talk to Kyle since he got kicked out. And I know Kyle has some really good information he could share with us. I know for a fact. Kyle, do you want to say anything about that?
Well, on that matter, Because like it it would be like, because that's like the man's job. Like you're supposed to like split it half and half. Like the ladies do all like the work and stuff, while the guys bring in the money and pay for like the house and the electric bill and all the bills and stuff. So like if she's doing it,
No, dear, that's wrong.
it's just weird. It's super weird. So that's why I would agree with you. I have really nothing to say, but he said it like just perfectly.
Ooh. Okay. So what do you guys say in the chat? So it's weird nowadays. So it kind of goes back to that question we said about it's okay for a girl to pay for the date. I guess it's weird because, in other words, we don't expect the women to be making the money enough to pay for the date. We're expecting the guys to always have the money to pay for the bills and etc. Like you just said. So we got two different perspectives. The girls are saying they're willing to pay 50-50, and the guys are saying they want to pay. Oh, you do, Dee, you disagree on the bill thing? You disagree on the bill thing?
I want to say something right quick, but yeah, I mean, if the girl, if the girl wants to pay, then let her pay. This is for boys. Like, if the girl wants to pay, then let her pay, because a lot of times girls expect a lot from guys, and honestly, I don't think they should. Like, as far as paying for everything, while girls just, sit around and be a house mom. I feel like, I mean, if the girl wants to pay, then let her pay. Then, I mean, you don't find that very often.
Well, I'm going to say I agree with that, but at the same time, though, if it gets to the point where, like, and I've seen this happen, where, like, the girl pays every single time, or they pay enough, often enough, right? And then when it comes time for one more date or something like that, the guy exits the house and he doesn't bring any money because he's like, oh, my girl got me. They go to Denny's and they order the biggest dinner, breakfast dinner, whatever. And she's looking at him, he's just staring at them. What? She's just staring at her like, what? Because he doesn't have any money. He doesn't have any money. And she's expecting him to pay. The guy, in my opinion, the guy will fall into a false sense of, not security, but expectancy, and then he fails as far as financial business is concerned. All things considered, the guy should always have money.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Despite what, I mean, and also, if it was me, I put up a fight before you pay for me. I will put up a fight of like, no. So, for me, a guy has to put up a fight before he lets her pay, and then she can pay.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Okay, thanks for clarifying that. I just wanted to point out there's something that was said in the chat, and I know it was in a comment to our listener, Daniel, what he said. And they just wanted to say that it is a pride ordeal. If you cannot provide, you feel as if you aren't good enough to be in that relationship. And I also saw another comment from a listener, Abigail, and she says, a man shouldn't be afraid to turn to the woman for financial help and feel like he isn't good enough. See? Oh, and you guys, you might be getting some of these girls a little riled up. They're talking about how sexist this is. But I guess it is what it is, right? I'm glad we're hearing y'all's opinions. So I believe we have one more question before our stream is over with for today. And this is more so catered to the girls. Do you prefer bad guys or bad boys or the goody two-shoes?
To be honest, it needs to be half and half. Like, you need to have a little bad side of him, but he needs to have like that good side of him too, to impress the family and everything. And then when we out and stuff, he can turn bad.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Wow, Rizzy, do you have anything to say about that?
Okay, so I'm, kind of sticking with Jalen. It should be half and half, but I say more bad. He should be, bad and all rest and all that to you, but good on your side, if you get what I'm saying. It's kind of confusing, but I prefer bad boys more.
Say what?
Okay, I have a question for y'all in the chat. Is it true that sometimes we, as teenagers, we think we want the bad guys, but then when we get older, we realize how we made a mistake? Because I think it's the good guys that are making all that money, like Dee just said, back on Dee, right? Being that true, staying in school, doing the right thing. Because does anybody out there believe in like karma? Like if you do something bad, then something bad may happen to you 3 times as worse. Ah, I see. Okay. I see we have someone watching, Octavian, and he says, as a conservative, my partner must be a goody two shoes. Thank you for watching. And I also like what someone said in the chat. I think your name, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Ty Actor. I hope I'm saying your name right. And he says, why are we referring to it by being bad? What about being strong? How do you guys feel about that?
I would like to present the question, define strong, and also, I'm talking about the previous little topic. Ladies, how bad is bad? Are we talking convict bad? Are we talking hustle gang bad? Are we talking rich homie Quan bad? Or how bad are we talking?
Come on, y'all, stop laughing. We got to answer this question. It's a good one.
My definition of bad, not like rich homie Quan bad, but doesn't he has, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't know, I can't think of the word, but he just not cool, whatever. Like, okay, he wears the pants in a relationship. The man should wear the pants and the woman should do the alteration. If you guys understand.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Uh-oh, Jalen, you're now sounding like DeMar. You're sounding like him. When you said that the man should wear the pants, it's almost like we're going back to that financial thing, because that's what it means when a guy is paying for stuff. They're wearing the pants. Okay, all right. I'm going to let you have that for now. I want to see if Brizzy has something to say.
All right. So, Dee, about your question. We're not talking about like gangster bad, like, running around shooting up and all that stuff. We're talking about, I guess you could say cool bad, or, like, it's hard to explain, but time.
Yeah, I hope that answers your question. I think we've all heard it, these opinions from all of these great panelists. And I think that should be one of our upcoming videos, like to define cool. What is cool? I think that would be cool if we could elaborate more on that. I know we don't have much time today. But before we go, I just wanted to see if anyone else who's watching us on the live stream had any more questions for us before we log out, because this is supposed to be an interactive thing. This is our first Google Live Hangout with you guys, our school. So if you guys want to talk to us, we're available now. So we'll give you guys a few seconds to see if you have any more questions. Oh, you know what? I like what someone said in the chat. It's Kelly Fowler. I hope I said your name right. I like how she said, girls like forbidden things, but we don't like committing to them. Ah. Is that true? Do girls commit more so than, or less than guys? Do guys commit more so than girls? Like, who is the first to commit?
I honestly think that the girl is first to commit, and that's why a lot of girls are always scared to go back to guys, because there's always going to be that one person, which is usually the guy, that's not on the same page as the girl. And I feel like the girl always says, I love you first.
Say what?
On that matter, it would depend on the person themselves and who they're with. So if it could be the guy or the girl first, but most likely in most situations it's usually the girl first.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Yeah, most likely it would be the girl first, but sometimes it can be the guy, and the girl can be trifling. I commit first, say I love you first. So it can go either way.
Why is that, Kyle? Why do you think we commit first? Why? Uh-oh. I saw because boys are cheaters. Oh. Uh-oh. Is that true? That's why girls commit? So girls aren't cheaters. Okay. So we aren't and the guys are. So we're angry. And
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, there's some girls, there are cheaters and players, but look at the percent. It's like 35% of boys that cheat, and then there's like that 25% of girls that play. So, I mean, cheat more than.
Okay. So the guys need to have more time to explore around before they commit.
No, dear, that's wrong.
The 75%.
Or it could just be like, you know, they're not ready to settle down. Like, honestly, I think that high school used to be over the playing and cheating and all of that stuff because you need to, you know, be more mature about it. But honestly, I don't even think that happens.
Demar, do you want to say something before we wrap this up?
Yeah, sure, thank you. Well, about boys being cheaters, and I'm gonna address that first. Let me just say this, and I know my Google Plus is gonna blow up after this, but you can't really say a guy's a cheater when he did not ask you out, y'all ain't like official, or he didn't put a ring on it. When a guy talks to you and y'all talk a lot and flirt and such, that does not mean y'all are a couple unless it is a mutual known fact between both of you. So when, like, for example, with me, I'm admit I talk like when I scout, I talk to all girls that I am available in my vicinity. But once I find one, I zero in on that one. Other ones, I chat, make sure, you know, I keep my relationship up, as in a friendship relationship. But once I find one, I zero in. And then when the rest of them think like, oh, I'm cheating, or I thought we had something, no, we were just friends. I was just, in actuality, I was just assessing my surroundings. So guys aren't cheaters. We just like assessing our surroundings before we go in for a kill. It's like the animal kingdom. So wild world out there.
Wow, we went from animal kingdom to family and parents, best friends,
That's
to
what they
putting a
call it.
ring on it. All right. And as if we all could put a ring on it anytime soon. I don't know if there's anyone of legal marriage age out there watching us, but it's funny we're getting this chat and discussion going in advance. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in today. I'm going to give the microphone to Jalen so she can say everything that she needs to say before we stop our stream.
Okay, guys. Well, I actually had a question, but, you know, never mind. We'll save it for next time. We might have another discussion like this. But I thank you for tuning in, and, like, we really, really enjoyed this. It was, like, successful for our first chat. You know, next time we hope to have a lot more people out there, you know, to interact and stuff like that. So if you guys have any suggestions or ideas on what our next chat should be, if you guys want another one, or any questions that you have for a video that we need to answer, then you can email the Ask the Council or newsletter page. Tony, can you put that in the chat box, please? And so, yeah, I really enjoyed you guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this too. And I will see you all next time. Bye.